What is up, guys? Little bit of an update video. For starters, we have 14 new baby quills. There's still one down in the incubator that I'm waiting for it to fully dry off. We have had a couple of casualties. Two died to the cold because my light burnt out and I didn't notice it until it was too late. Um, One other died because it was just born too weak, which actually gave me a valuable lesson. Turns out that the new mamas that I have, because my baby quills have started laying now, those are laying eggs that are too small to hatch. If I hatch them, the babies are just gonna come out weak and they will die. So I took all of the eggs that were like that out of the incubator, and we still have a lot of eggs in the original incubator from my last video. But on top of that, we had even more eggs, so now I have a second incubator. I put 48 eggs in there around 3 days ago, and that was the first batch, and this second batch has been 20 something eggs. When I collect a couple more, I'll just put them in this one instead once I fill this one up, because it is almost full. And you might be thinking, well, no one really watched the video, so no one's going to be thinking it, but I did have more quills here, so what happened to those? I sold them. Turns out people where I live are crazy for quills. I have 3 people in back order waiting for more quills to hatch, which I finally have. I sold 10 for $3 each and made myself $30. So these guys are going to one of the people that are waiting for them to hatch, since they finally did. Now, on another news, I am going to start my own mealworm colony. And these are the starting ones. I have 1,250. As you know, for quills, you need high protein feed plus the layer feed. So I've been buying the Game Bird protein starter, sorry for the stutter, and the 20% layer feed, and combining them. And although that's fine, it's just extra cost having to buy 2 bags. Imagine if I could only buy this one. So I'm going to be trying to raise the mealworms myself, because these guys are high protein, and I can replace the Game Bird starter bag for these guys as a supplementary protein source. And like that, I only have to buy 1 bag, and the feeding cost would go down quite a bit. Now, I have heard that people mainly use oats for this, but they all did mention that you could use corn. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. I shred it down a little bit, not completely, so that there's small pieces that they can eat easier, and then there's the bigger pieces. And you can actually see a couple right there just grabbing at those bigger pieces and munching on them. So I guess they do like corn after all. And right now I just give them a banana peel because I don't have any carrots, but carrots is what they are going to be eating, and that's also something that I can grow myself. I do have a spot where I am going to try and put a plot so that I can start farming carrots. That's going to take me a little while though, so first I'm just going to buy a bag. The thing is, I don't want to be spending so much money on these guys that it ends up being just as expensive as buying the Game Bird starter, or more expensive. If I bought oats, I have a feeling it would have definitely been more expensive, because you're supposed to fill each one of those trays with them with 1 to 2 inches of oats, and I'm pretty sure it's like $5 for a single oat pack, versus this huge 40-pound bag of corn is only $10. Actually, 50-pound bag of corn. So that's a lot cheaper. And if on top of that I do the carrots myself, raise them right, grow them. Sorry, I'm tired. I just got off work. If I grow the carrots myself, then it's only gonna be the corn that costs me any money, and I'm gonna be able to save a lot. And like that, I'm gonna make even more money off of the quills. Another thing that I'm thinking of doing now with the quills is that instead of just selling the babies, I am also going to be selling the eggs as fertilized eggs. I am going to post them for $2 each and see if anybody wants to buy them at that price. If not, then I am willing to lower it to $1 each. If I have to go lower than that though, I will just keep them myself, since I will obviously make a lot more money hatching them myself and selling them for $3 like I did prior. I'm not sure if those white ones are trying to metamorphosize into their pupa stage or what, because they're too small for that. So then maybe they're just dying. I don't know. I'll have to search that up because I'm pretty sure these are really small. Actually, you can see some bigger ones right here. I believe they're supposed to be over an inch when they start metamorphosizing. So those white ones, I'm not sure why they're white, because they're too small to metamorphosize, I think. I don't know, I'm pretty new to these little guys, but hopefully it all works out and I managed to turn them into beetles. They should take 8 weeks or so to get to that point, since they are really young. And then those beetles will start laying, and what we're gonna do is we'll get one of these trays and we're gonna cut off the bottom, change it with a mesh with small holes, and all the eggs will fall into the other tray. And then this tray is where eventually the mealworms will actually be. And then on the third one is where we can take any pupate state ones and put them in for them to turn into the beetles, which we'll then put in the top tray again. But yeah, we got a really nice batch. I ordered 1,250 on Amazon, and from what I see, most of them are alive, and there are a ton in here. Well, you can actually see them going at the corn right there. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this little update video, and I will see you in the next one.